Afghan people, taking their advice on how and through which means and which speed should the Afghan government proceed in the quest for peace.
Well, I think President Karzai summed it up well. We've been very clear that we need ultimately a political component to our overarching strategy in Afghanistan. And as President Karzai described, the Taliban is a loose term for a wide range of different networks, groups, fighters with different motivations. What we've said is that so long as there's a respect for the Afghan Constitution, rule of law, human rights, so long as they are willing to renounce violence and ties to al-Qaeda and other extremist networks, that President Karzai should be able to work to reintegrate those individuals into Afghan society. This has to be an Afghan-led effort, though. It's not one that's dictated by the United States or any other outside power. And I think that the peace jirga will allow for a framework to then move forward. One of the things I emphasized to President Karzai, however, is that the incentives for the Taliban to lay down arms, or at least portions of the Taliban to lay down arms, and make peace with the Afghan government, in part depends on our effectiveness in breaking their momentum militarily. And that's why we put in the additional U.S. troops. That's why General McChrystal is working so hard to clear out key population centers from Taliban control. And so the timing, how the reconciliation process works, at what point do the Taliban start making different calculations about what's in their interests, and how the Afghan people feel about these issues is in part going to be dependent on our success in terms of carrying out our mission there. So we are a very, I think, important partner in facilitating this potential reconciliation and effectively empowering the Afghan government so that it is in the strongest possible position as these talks move forward. Let me just say in conclusion, again, Mr. President, I'm grateful for your visit. This is a reaffirmation of the friendship between the American people and the Afghan people. When I came into office, I made it very clear that after years of some drift in the relationship, that I saw this as a critical priority. I also said to the American people that this was going to take some time, and it was going to be hard, that we weren't going to see magical transformations immediately, but with slow, steady, persistent work on the part of both the United States and the Afghan government, that I was confident that, in fact, we could achieve peace and stability and security there, and that ultimately would make the American people more safe and more secure. I am more convinced than ever that we have found a difficult but appropriate strategy for pursuing those goals. And I'm confident that we're going to be able to achieve our mission. There are going to be setbacks. There are going to be times where the Afghan government and the U.S. government disagree tactically. But I think our overarching approach is unified, and I think that the visit by President Karzai to the United States and his willingness to listen to our concerns, even as we listen to his, as he indicated, only makes the relationship stronger. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
Let's take it while the interrogation.